going good. It's good to have our participants back. And we're supposed to be having our guest speaker for today. Remember that our pillar for today is the communication pillar, and we're going to be having our topic on the influencers, basically talking about the speech structure and all of that. So our guest speaker for today will be Amanda Nomnqa. I hope I pronounced that right. So let me just check to see if we have her already. Oh, looks like she's there. Hello, Amanda. Hello, are you there? Oh, hello. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. Welcome to today's session. We're so happy to have you here. So, let me just quickly read out Amanda's bio so that we get to know her. We get to know who she is before she actually shares a bit of her with us. So I'll simply be reading out her bio just now. Oh, you look beautiful, by the way, Amanda.
Thank you. So early.
Sorry, you can't see. Yeah. All right, let me just quickly read out Amanda's bio. All right, Amanda Nomnqa is a purpose-driven and zealous world changer, advocating for great impact on the socio-economic challenges of today. She is the elected Rojalnu Africa United Nations Youth Network Secretary and sits on the board of directors driving the SDGS in Africa and establishing chapters, creating opportunities for young people to effectively address and make a difference to the socio-economic challenges and bring about change in their respective countries. An international Google certified digital skills trainer and founder and chairperson of a mentoring and youth empowerment NGO, she uses her expertise to help reduce youth unemployment through digital skills development, which focuses on empowering the youth through digital skills development to reduce unemployment and armor young people with relevant skills to compete in the industry of the fourth industrial revolution. She's a 100% Equileni Shining Star 2019 and a Future African Leaders 2020 nominee. She is also a former board director of African Youth Union South African chapter, driving the Youth Agenda 2063. Everyone help me welcome our amazing guest speaker, Amanda Nomnqa. It's good to have you here, Amanda.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we lost you a bit there, but all right. Yeah, I must say that's a very profound bio. And I'm very sure that you'll enlighten us today, and there will be a lot to learn from you today. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Let me simply check out. Okay, that should be fine. So yeah, Amanda, the floor is yours. You can speak to our participants. I'm sure they're really anticipating for this moment. I mean, looking at your bio, there's a lot to tell. There's a lot to look forward to hear. So yeah, Amanda, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and very honored to be in such a platform. of leaders, aspiring leaders. So really, I do not take this moment for granted. In fact, I never take any platform where I have to share or speak to people for granted. It's a Saturday today. You guys could have been committed to other things, but here you are, being part of this great program. I think it's such an incredible program. I mean, all things leadership means all things people and all things impact. So really, I think you guys should give your hand a round of applause for taking yourself serious and believing in the better future of yourself by being part of such a program. Just briefly, I believe that it's important to introduce yourself, share a bit about yourself before you can start talking to people and letting them know what to do and not what to do. My name is Amanda, as introduced, and every time my bio is read, I'm just like, whew, what time did all of that happen, you know? I am 24 years old. I matriculated at 2014. Born and raised, okay, not born and raised, that would be unfair because actually my childhood or in primary, I went to, I think, 4 different primary schools, which means that I didn't get to have a very normal childhood as a child. I didn't get to have stability. I didn't get to participate even if I wanted to in schools. You know, when you're in school, primary, there's certain things that you get to do, you get to have friends, but I never had that because of things that I had no control over. So I changed schools more than 3 times. There was a time I was in a good middle school. There was a time I was in the township doing isiZulu. Then from doing Zulu to doing Spedi, I moved to the rural area, then came back. And, you know, in life, it happens whereby we go through things that we have no control over. And that was my parents' battle. But unfortunately, I got affected because I was there. Moving on, with high school, that's where I grew up more in Ivory Park. Ivory Park is a very dusty and dusty township. In fact, not even township, an informal settlement in a way, an area that is high populated, has a lot of people, very poverty stricken, an area that has no motivation because of a lot of socio-economic issues that I hear. And I grew up in that environment, especially now from being in high school. So I went to one of the schools locally, and really the environment that I come from, I mean, I know we all come from different backgrounds and we can tell different stories. The environment that I come from, there was no motivation. And getting in high school, my escape was being involved in the activities that were in school. So I remember, I share this because I think for a leader or for a person to have a vision, it starts somewhere. It is brewed somewhere. You know, you don't just wake up and decide to do something. There's something that inspires it. There's something that makes you want to do something different or better. So now in high school, when I went to high school, I actually made a decision that I'm going to be brave with my life. It was either I was going to allow the situation at home to break me or completely destroy me, but I wanted to do better, especially when my parents divorced and separated. I had to really develop a thick skin, thank God. I don't know from where, but you know, sometimes if people are different, we tend to have different personalities. Other people have strong personalities, depending on what you listen to and the people around you. Cut the long story short, I got in high school, and my activities that I distracted myself with, my escape rather, was when I was in the RCL team. I wanted to do something because I could not fit being that girl that will fall in other categories. I was very petite, I was very small. Guys didn't even find me attractive, so I couldn't actually use that as my escape, and which worked out for me really. And then I became in the debate program, public speaking. Those are the things that I would, if after school, those were my activities, and that built me and helped me to become a better person actually. Then after matric, I wanted to study something, which did not happen that way. But eventually I got in line. I went and I did nursing. I always knew I was very passionate about helping and making a difference in other people's life. I always wanted to make a difference. You know, when there's just that fire, there's that thing inside of your heart that makes you want to make sure that there's something that you are doing, like you are not sit like you become uneasy, you really just want to make a difference. And there was just really that fire in me. And my other escape was church, actually. And I started having a lot of conversations with different people. Others were my peer. And we actually had more similar problems, similar issues, you know, where they could relate with the dad being there, home, this is what's happening, the environment around. So basically, it's the people around me, the conversations that I would have that also inspired leadership in me. And I had to start taking care of myself and start really having a serious introspection of what is it that I want. So after studying nursing, I realized that I liked it, but I felt like it wasn't enough, because I remember I kept having people dying in front of me all the time. And that was just so depressing, and I had to change. And I say this because, you know, sometimes we think that we need to know right away what we want. If you did get what you want to do right away, that's good for you. But at times our journeys are different. It's normal and it's okay to try find yourself. What is it that you want to do? You know, by giving it a chance, and you'll see the results. Especially in our early 20s, I think it's actually okay and fair enough. Then I got involved in Black Like Me. And so now, as I start getting involved in other projects and other things, I'm realizing that I'm so good with people. I'm so good with bringing to people in the same space. I'm able to solve their problems, you know, their money problems. They're getting paid, their hair is paying their bills, those kind of things. And now, as that is happening, I keep on having different conversations with different girls, and they're almost the same thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. I keep on having this conversation, giving advice, helping there and there. How about I just really like formalize everything, have a system to be able to help everyone that I can. And that's how She's Brave came about. But that was after I decided to go and study IT and I graduated. And after that, I then opened my company, which was a Wi-Fi company that focuses on providing internet services at home. So like that's the business side of things. And so I think one thing about me, I would say that I was very resilient. I'm very resilient. I do not give up. I go for everything that I want to. And I was driven by pain. I was driven by how things didn't fall into place the way I wanted. I was driven by so many other things that could have broke me or brought me down. Then She's Brave was established 2018, and it was a platform that was to help young girls, to empower girls and young women, to allow them to unleash their full potential. You know, I believe each and every person is important. There's something special that they can offer, and with She's Brave, it started growing so much that we started including other programs and started doing other projects, and our work has been recognized in different. It started being recognized in different communities, provinces, and in other countries as well. And all of that, bringing it down to leadership, it was just a space. It was an organization that I had ran, and I now started being exposed to other bigger, you know, you start a vision small, and my focus was really to focus on my community, but God had a greater plan. And my work ethic, my effort, and my zeal helped me to now do or want to even do more. And then that's how I found myself in an international space. And how that happened was basically with the work that I've shared, the work that I've posted, and I had people reaching out to me. And the next moment, I'm attending an international conference conference with different young people from different countries doing an amazing work. And that's how I got inspired to even do more. So basically in leadership, it's networking, being open and being very teachable that allows you to grow and get to the next point. So that's just briefly about me. There's a lot that I could say, but I'm not trying to say everything. But the most important thing really is, there's a quote by Donald McGannon. He says that leadership is action, not a position. And I think at times we can mistaken, or people can mistaken leadership as a position, but it's not just a mere position. I believe leadership is who you are. It's what you are trying to do. It's the actions. It's not you being a boss or someone that has to be followed, but it is you living an example. It is you when you are translating the vision into actions, because of what has happened and how you want to do things differently. I believe that, as we become leaders, as we want to do things, they're always inspired by the things that we've been through, what we've seen around, and us trying to be the change that we want to see. So leadership most of the time starts with you. And in fact, 40% of the time, you should be taking care of yourself, building you, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I did prepare some few points just to share with you. And another thing was that leadership is self-awareness. So point number one, in order for you to be a great leader, in order for you to be able to do the things that will bring about results, you need to be self-aware. Self-awareness has to do with who are you when people are watching and when they are not watching. Recall, I want you to think about the best leader that you've met or you've came across. That person, it might be that you might have met the best leader or probably not. But if not, I want you to take all that's not so good about them and try change that and become better. That helps you to become a better leader. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of how you do things. And another thing, it's self-reflection. Self-reflection every day, or even if it's not every day, 2 times, 3 times a day, reflect on a daily basis, 2 to 5 minutes of your time. What is it that you are trying to do? Where are you? What are you trying to solve? Are you able to pour out? Because at times, they always say that hurt people hurt people, and empowered people empower others. That is so true. Hence, it's very important that there is always self-reflection. And the last thing is self-resolution. What is it that you will do better? So from self-awareness to self-reflection to self-resolution. So you find out the problem, you become aware, you search what the problem is, what is it that's making you not to become the best or better version of yourself. And then you self-reflect, how you want to change, how you want to do better. And self-resolution, what is it that you're going to do? Those are the next steps. So before anything else, leadership starts with yourself. It starts with me. It starts with me having to dealt with things. It starts with me with how I wanted to do better, right? I hope I'm making sense. I'm not seeing any faces or hearing anything, so hence I'm just going with the flow. But anyway, I hope it makes sense. And the last 6 E's that I want to share with you, this will be my closing. Number one, the 6 E's is an vision. As a leader, great leaders have a vision. You need to know what is it that you want to do. You need to see it. You need to see the complete picture of it. So meaning that when you define the vision of your organization, of your business, or whatever you're trying to run, the vision must be defined as how the end picture would look like. So the vision of She is Brave is empowered girls with their potential unleashed. That's the end picture. That's the end goal. You do not interpret your vision as something that you still need to do, but you interpret it as the end result of it. Secondly, the A list. You need to list the people, you need to list your dreams, you need to have a list of the people that you want to work with. What is it that you need in order for you to be able to move forward or to execute the goal that you want to execute? So have a list and list your visions, your dreams. And also another thing, just know that people want to be part of that. People support what they've been part of in a way, because sometimes as leaders, I know we want to be jack of all trades, but where you work with other people, just know that it's always good to involve other people, to include and not do the work all alone. Number 3, the other E is that embody them. People stand for something. As you are all here, you are part of the program because you also stand for something. And as much as the program is there, the leadership program is there, you join or you are participating with an intention to get something, because already there's something that you stand for. Therefore, when you are a leader in your group or in whatever space, always understand and respect that people, there's something that they stand for as well. I'm here because this also aligns with my vision and with what I want to do, and also being able to share the knowledge that I can. The 4th E is empower. Be the kind of person that is able to empower the people that they work around, your colleagues. I guess I'm speaking to leaders because as a leader, it means that you are the one in charge, the one that has to lead by example, whether through instructions or actions. You need to be able to trust people's decisions. I know it's not very easy, but you need to be in a level where you are able to trust people. You are able to equip them with the right tools, with the right skills. You cannot complain that you have a member that cannot probably write minutes, but have you given yourself time to share with them a template or to show them how they need to execute or do something? So be the leader that empowers people, even if they're not going to be there forever, but you have made a difference in someone's life, and be consistent with that. The 5th E will be evaluate. Evaluating and monitoring is very critical as a leader, to find out, to see to monitor the progress, to see how your team is doing or how is the project going. It's very critical that you monitor and that you evaluate, that you have a debrief, that you make sure that you are delivering something that is relevant. At times we probably do events. I remember this other time, I was actually invited to one of the events that was done locally, and they were trying to have young moms or teen moms in the same space to empower them. But just alone, the name of the workshop or event, it was teen mom. Already that it's a stigma. People wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to go there, So I think sometimes it's just better to be creative about words, be creative how you do things. And people did not show up, a lot of them. And now when they were debriefing, trying to find out what is it that we did wrong, what went wrong, what is it that did not work, and why didn't it work, then that's actually one of the methods to evaluate and to monitor. And lastly, be an encouraging leader. Whether to the people around you, people you follow, people that you aspire to be an encouraging person, be positive, be a cheerleader to your team, be inspiring, be motivating. And as I've said, that it starts with you. So if you are empty, there's nowhere you can fill up other people. So yeah, basically that's what I had to share with you. I hope this made sense and you can take 1 or 2, 3 things that you can start applying, and that will help you to become a better leader. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Wow, thank you so much for caring enough to share your experiences with us. I must say that there's so much enlightenment that came from what you've just shared with us. You mentioned a very, very important thing, that you choose not to give up despite the odds. You keep going. I love that robust mindset that you talked about. And it's very, very important for our session today because, your robust mindset shows in your readiness. So thank you so much. And you also touched, I loved this. You said there's something special about every one of us. And let me just emphasize this enough to say, you know what? There's something special about each and every one of you, don't doubt it. Don't look down on yourself, because if we don't get that thing from you, we will never get it from anyone else. And it doesn't matter if what you're doing is similar to the other people, but there's a way in which you deliver it that makes you special, that makes you unique. So we need that from you as an individual. Thank you so much, Amanda. I think what I'm going to be doing right about now is to take it back to our girl leaders to see if they have anything to say, questions. Let me hear from our girl leaders. Perhaps comments. Hello, girl leaders. Simply raise your hand and say your piece. I'm not seeing any hands.
Faith has a hand.
Oh, there's a hand. I don't see hands. Girl leaders.
You can go ahead.
There's Faith.
Okay, hi Amanda, thank you for the presentation. I actually don't have any question, but then I just wanted to say thank you. It has been an eye-opener in my life in terms of my leadership journey. It was empowering and it was lively. I really enjoyed the presentation. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you so much, Faith. We also have another hand. Girleada. Yes.
I also don't have a question. I just want to say that I enjoyed the presentation. It was very much eye-opening and very much inspiring. I'm 21 and sometimes I always feel like I'm late and I'm not doing enough. But yeah, I feel very good now.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much, Girleada. I think we have another hand. Let me see. Nomnqa, yes.
Hi, Amanda. I also don't have a lot to say, but I just wanted to say thank you. And it was really amazing, hey? You just motivated me to actually continue because I was on the edge of giving up, hey? But thank you. Thank you. It was really amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Nomnqa. Let me see. Oh, there's so many hands. So many hands. I love this. Martha, you can go.
Hi everyone. Thank you very much, Amanda. I also don't have a question. I just want to say your speech was very insightful and very encouraging. I also was on the verge of giving up, but this has just fired me up and I will keep on going. I will not give up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have another hand by Tilizi. Yes, Tilizi.
Thank you, Amanda, for your amazing speech. Like everybody said, I have a compliment and also a question, right? I enjoyed the fact that you pointed out that you found your true career journey at a much later stage after having studied something, right? And I think considering that here at Girleada, we also have girl leaders who are still in high school who very much you just hear about it like, oh yeah, people change courses or you don't finish courses. And there's still so much of a stigma around changing courses or graduating and then doing another course. And it's looked down upon to the point that I think a lot of times young girls, it affects their self-esteem, or you find that a young girl is being pressured either by teachers due to their lack of knowledge of the vast career choices that are out there, right? To the point that the only things that they know is that being an accountant, being a doctor, being a nurse, like your typical things. What would you then say to our girl leaders who are about to leave high school, or our girl leaders who are in university, right? About the stigma that comes with studying something else at a later stage after you've started. How was the experience for you with this stigma that already exists in our society? Thank you.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me just answer her. Really, there is a stigma, and with me, I could really say that I did a lot of things. So after high school, I went and I did nursing, and I thought it's something that I really, really, really wanted to do. In fact, it all started because my teachers always believed that I must be a doctor, I must do this because I was doing well at that time. Teachers do put pressure and parents. So I did nursing, and I realized that, yeah, I like it, but it's not really like fulfilling, you know. From nursing, I moved and I did IT. So IT helped me to give birth to the networking company I have, which is the Wi-Fi business. Then from that, I realized that actually, in as much as I am also the business person, but I enjoy social entrepreneurship. I enjoy being in the ground. I'm not the kind of girl that wants to be in the office or do the same thing for too long. I started learning the things that I'm interested, the things that I love. So even when I became the Black Like Me, so I became the Black Like Me ambassador because I had natural hair. They found me on social media. So I was one person that for some reason I shuttered what people had to say. I was trying to figure myself out. It would affect me, but luckily, because my mom was supportive, it didn't completely destroy me, you know. So if maybe you could just have one person that allows you to be you, it helps you to keep moving and not giving up easily. So now, like now, I'm turning 25 this year, and in the past few years, as I've started with my organization, I realized that corporate governance is something that I could do, that I want to be in the space of nonprofit organizations or NGOs. So after starting with She's Brave, then I now started working for an international organization, or rather volunteering for it. And that's where now I started being able to see so much that I could offer, and I'm able to see my potential, you know, being able to put people together and talking about things that people don't want to talk about. So sometimes we fear, we want to do what everyone else is doing. We fear to do our own things. So I'll basically say, have that one person, your mentor, talk to them about it. If you feel that they're still judging you, you can reach out to me or reach out to someone that will at least be able to listen to you. But it's okay to place different eggs in different baskets, and whatever that will work for you, sure. Because also we live in times and days whereby there's no way you can rely to one a stream of income or do one thing. It's okay to do different things. So I also wanted to answer the other two. I just wanted to make a comment. I don't know if did I answer you? Is that okay?
Yes, you did. Thank you very much, Amanda. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you. So to the girls that say they feel like giving up, I just want to share something. So with She's Brave, with the organization, you know, sometimes you want to make a change, you want to make a difference, but there's no money, there's no funds, there's no support. The most important thing that you could do is do things that require a zero budget. So, for example, you start an organization, you want to, you know, you have bigger, like with goals, we've got like your short-term, long-term, medium-term goals. Before you can get to the other bigger goals, if you, let's say you want to build a profile, you can go to a school, do motivational school talks, or have a group of girls, ask them how they are. I think the most important thing that I believe in is the how are you. Making sure that people relearn, unlearn, and learn. That's how you can really impact. Giving you food, giving you money, resources would not help. For example, this program, this is a life transforming program because now your mindset is being challenged. You are learning, unlearning, and relearning. So, meaning that if you decide to carry programs like this before the other bigger things, then you are bound to definitely succeed. So that's what with She's Brave we did. And now we're in a stage whereby we are getting proper, okay, not proper, but we are getting support, we are being recognized, you know. And so all I'm just saying is start where you are, believe in your vision, and understand that, you know, when you're given a vision or when you have that, not everyone else will understand. In fact, the people that you want to support you at that time and to understand what you are doing will not be the ones to support and believe in you. But now when you carry on and you do what you believe in, whether they are there or not, eventually as time goes on, they will give up on not believing in you because you decided to stick there and make sure that it happens. So whatever it is that you want to start it. Rather fail while you know that you started and you tried. And it won't be exactly failure. You would have attempt until you get to the better level. So I say this because with me, I was just a girl that went to an international conference, and I was running a local NPO that was not funded, that had no bank account. We were carrying on with the work because that's what we wanted to do. That was our real reason, our real intention. And now I started getting to a point whereby we started being involved in the SDG goals. Even when I attended the conference, I had no idea what SDG goals were, what UN was. But because I allowed myself to be teachable, I allowed myself to start, it actually helped me to be in the other end. And I actually recently got recognized by Forbes Women Africa. That's the biggest platform, but it was because I just started. And when you start, everything else will follow. You'll have different teams. It doesn't get easy, but as I've said that when you work on yourself personally, being part of such programs where you fill up your cup, it becomes easy for you to carry your vision. It becomes easy for you to execute and do what you want to do. Believe in yourself and start, regardless of wherever you are. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need a place that's there. Whatever people are saying, you're not young, you're not too late. You can start. And as you start, you will see what will follow after that. When you start, it opens other different doors. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Wow. Let me see if there are any more hands. But we're a bit behind time. I don't see any hands. So thank you so much, and congratulations on all your accolades. Like the girl leader said, your energy was just so contagious. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Yeah, there are a lot of messages in the chat box. It's inspiring. Thank you very much, Amanda. Oh my word. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think this brings us to the end of our session here with you. So it was great having you, and we'll take that energy with us.
Please do. You need it.
We better do, right?
I would like seeing you all guys win. Thank you for having me. And Nandinisa, this is amazing. This is a great platform. These are the real things that we need in order for us to close in the gaps. We don't need just resources, but things that will empower us, help us learn, unlearn, relearn. This is what I definitely advocate and believe in. So all the best. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time or meet somewhere else next time.
Thank you so much, and Amanda. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Right.